Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. Guys, my name is Shurina. I'm nutritionist, certified health and nutrition weight loss coach, helping people to change habits around food, fitness, around lifestyle, what I like to call 360 coaching that allows you to have the body, the energy, the health, the fitness that you want. So part of my job, guys, is to help people, to help my clients and people who I teach to build calorie awareness or awareness about energy density of the foods and why it's important to understand what amount of energy different foods have and what amount of energy you usually consume on a regular basis, and where you can add some foods, where you should maybe go easier on foods. And the best way to explain things is with an example. So here's the example. I love yogurts. It's a great source of calcium, of B12, B2, iodine, vitamin A, E in some yogurts. So I love eating yogurts, and it's the best source of calcium and probiotics that are great for our gut bacteria, right? But yogurts are so different in their calorie density, and that mostly has to do with the fatness of the milk that was used, also what methods of procession were used to make this yogurt, to make this milk. And of course, different producers like to create different thickness or creaminess or textures and want to focus specifically on different, aspects of yogurt, right? But anyhow, yogurts, even plain yogurts, guys, can end up with widely different caloric density. So I was at a store this morning to make a video about that. And I looked at the yogurt that I usually get exactly because of its lower caloric density. So I like to eat about 400 milliliters of yogurt that supplies all the calcium that I need per day, right? So 400 milliliters of yogurt. Now, the yogurt that I buy has 64 calories per 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. The yogurt that I love the taste. It's so creamy, so rich. It's like sour cream or almost not like butter, but it's really rich. But it has 103 calories per the same amount, per 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, right? So let's do some calculations. So if I eat my low-calorie yogurt that I eat now, I eat 256 calories a day of that yogurt. In a week, that's going to be 1,792 calories. In a month, it's going to be about 7,168 calories. And in a year, it's going to be 86,000. Just remember this number, 86,000, a little bit more than that per year if I eat the yogurt that I'm eating now. Now, the other yogurt that is really creamy and thick, and yeah, I love it, but it has different caloric density. It has more calories. And so, but it's still plain, no added sugar, nothing. So if I eat 400 milliliters or about, I think it's 12, 13 ounces of it, if I eat one per day, the same amount as I eat of the other yogurt, it ends up in a day being 412 calories. In a week, 2,884 calories. In a month, 11,536. And in a year, now remember guys, the other number was 86,000 per year. In a year with that yogurt, we get 138,000 of calories. So 138 compared to 86 in that other yogurt. Now let's do the different kind of math. So the difference between more calorie dense yogurts and less calorie dense yogurt in a year is 52,416 calories, like the exact math. So 52,416 calories per year. And guess, guys, how many pounds, if you were to, let's say, if this 52,000, because you chose different yogurt, if this was the calorie surplus that you get in a year, guess how many pounds of fat it is translated into? Guess. 15. 15 pounds of fat you can be gaining just because you switch to a different kind of yogurt that has almost twice the amount of calories without any added sugars, just because there is more fat, and fat, we know, is the most calorie dense nutrient. And so that's where details matter, and that's why you need to develop calorie awareness and understand the basics, like where is your baseline? How many calories you consume on a daily basis? And can you afford additional, dessert or cookie or handful of nuts? Can you add oils into your cooking? A couple of spoons, 3 spoons? Like, what is your magic number? What will allow you, without tracking calories every single day, to stay in a calorie range that you need to stay in to maintain your body composition and to not overeat all the time? And believe me, guys, just by switching that yogurt in your satiety levels, it's not going to make such a big difference. No. And plus, that other yogurt is so creamy and rich. And even if you already feel full, chances are, like in my case it was, I would still overeat it. But I started to gain weight and I noticed it. I'm like, okay, let me look at that closely. And I calculated the difference and I'm like, oh my God. Like, yeah, that yogurt from time to time is okay. But every day on top of what I already eat that helps me to maintain my body weight, probably not a great idea. So this is why it's important to, at least for a couple of days, measure your calories as precisely as you can, with all the imprecision we have in this method. Still, it's good to know your baseline. And then what I do, if I, let's say, decided to add an extra avocado, I'm like, okay, so today I'm adding extra avocado. Maybe I'm not going to eat these 200 grams of beans. Or maybe I'm not going to eat fattier meat today, but instead go for something low fat, like mussels compared to, let's say, a lamb. Or maybe today I'm going to go easier on nuts and chocolate and eat that avocado, right? So you switch around things. And when you understand calorie density of different foods, like avocados are kind of close to nuts and seeds in its fat content, and because of that in its calories, different nutrients, but calorie are, similar. So now that you understand that, for example, salmon has many more calories than tuna because of the fat. Yeah, that fat is healthy, but if it always puts you in calorie surplus, you're going to get fatter at the end of the year. As simple as that. So I'm not saying, don't eat salmon. I'm saying you need to be aware of the fact. And maybe if you eat salmon today, cook without oils today. And that's what I do also. If I cook really lean piece of meat, like tuna has almost, like no fat, then I might add a couple of spoons or 1 spoon of olive or coconut oil. But if I cook something like salmon, probably not. There is more than enough fat in salmon itself. And that's how I easily maintain my 6-pack abs, my physique year round. Because I know like different density, and I can substitute things and switch things around without going overboard all the time. And that's what you want to develop. And that's what I help my clients to develop, like awareness of all of these different kinds of foods and how you can mix and match foods and eat more on some days, eat less on other days, and like that, maintain that balance. But before you can maintain that balance, you actually need to understand what the amount of calories, what foods have more calories, what foods have less calories, and how you can play with that. And that's it, guys. Today, I guess my invitation to you is to look at the foods that you eat, yogurts, other food items, and see whether you might substitute it for something that has less calories and for you it doesn't really matter that much. Like for me, eating that thick, creamy yogurt. Well, it's nice, but I mean, I love the other yogurt almost just as much, so it doesn't really make much difference, but it does make difference for my belly at the end of the year. 15 pounds, guys, 15 pounds of fat, and that's about like 7.5 kilos or something, so it's a lot. So my invitation to you is check calories, see where you can make cuts. Also, maybe check your favorite foods, like how calorie dense they are, and maybe instead of the whole avocado, you're gonna start eating half an avocado. And simple things like that can make 15-pound difference. So look into details and let me know what you think about this episode, and maybe you had your aha moments. I always like to hear about that. Also share this episode with maybe a household keeper who buys all the food. May share it with your friend who might be, thinking about eating better, losing some weight. Share to build that awareness so we could all together eat better and eat in a way that allows us to stay in a shape that we want to stay in. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna shut up and allow you to check your yogurts for calorie density. But also remember that, of course, all foods come with nutrients, so calories is not the only thing that matters, but it does matter. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, guys. Don't forget that we are having our Belly Fat Zero Challenge 3 months group coaching coming up. If you want to build this calorie awareness and a lot of other awareness about your food, then please sign up. It's not just about belly fat, or it's not about dieting. It's building that awareness. It's building that nutrition literacy to allow you not to just shed your belly fat and all the other fat that you don't want on your body. Not just about that, but also learning how to be in the best shape of your life any time of the year. So check out the link in the show notes. And guys, as usual, till next time, eat better daily.